So for the life of me, I cannot figure out what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to give up trying to do a commutator out of a carbon rod. I've tried every which way and I just can't get it to work. This is actually not the one I used. I used this one with um, a shorter spring, and I tried connecting it directly to the line. I mean, I just tried everything. It just doesn't work. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I mean, it should you know, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to go back to just a regular commutator. I'm going to use this ball, and I've put an epoxy on one side of it. Actually, I put it all the way around. I'll just scrape it off the side that I want to contact. And I'm just going to go like that. And actually, the best commutator I found is is just the shaft itself and a piece of tape. That seems to be the best. Just putting a piece of tape on the shaft. I've got to get the tape correctly, but as long as I cover half the shaft, I think it's I don't remember, but that seems to be the best. I've tried everything. I had this up against there with half of it covered, la la la. Just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. Try putting the tape on there, connecting it up, trying it like this, nothing, and then doing it like this. Oops. Doing it like this wouldn't work. Tried it this way, tried it this way. And again, I tried it just right up against it like this, which is the bare minimum, which is what this does. Just goes right up against it like that. Wouldn't work. So I'm going to give up on this and just stick to doing the shaft. But like I said, I'm going to try this guy once the epoxy dries. It's a little tacky still. And try that. All right, ciao. So I pulled apart one of my old Newman motors. This guy went like this, right? And then had the rotor inside there. And because I didn't have a lot of wire, I used speaker wire and a lot of it on the bottom or top coil. I forget which one that was. I think that was the top. But I just realized that for this coil here, I wound it as a bifilar coil, which is unusual. I don't know why I would have done that for a Newman motor, unless I was trying to use the induction to power something else. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, but I'm going to build a Bedini motor out of this, more like the window motor, and probably have it like that and just have the rotor on the inside of it. But that's a lot of good wire. I'm not going to waste that. So I'm either going to build a motor out of it or I'm going to repurpose it. Got the old bearings, skateboard bearings, the go-to. And here was the original shaft for the rotor, and I used some sort of copper on here for a commutator. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, just thought it was interesting when I took the tape off how much wire is actually on here, and that I wound a fine and a heavier gauge wire on here, which is weird. Anyway, ciao.